State Department employees are protesting a fellow employee they're calling an anti-Semitic blogger. He has made several degrading comments about Jewish people, LGBTQ plus people, and people of color. Several people, including members of Congress, have complained, but Alex Miller found despite that, he still works at the State Department.
Who's the enemy? It's the Jew, the Jew, the Jew, the Jew, the Jew.
You're listening to the voice of a current State Department employee. His name is Fritz Berggren. He's been hosting this podcast and blog called Blood and Faith for nearly 6 years, all while being employed by the federal government.
I think there's reason for concern in terms of what that does to our country's image.
Ambassador Eric Rubin has served abroad for this country multiple times and now heads up the organization that represents U.S. Foreign Service officers worldwide.
Should State Department employees be afraid of their safety, for their safety?
I hope not. I think our employees need some assurance that, somebody who thinks they should die, basically, is what he's saying, is not, working among them and potentially, putting them at risk.
Now Scripps News has learned these shocking views weren't confined to these blog posts. A former colleague of Berggren's at the U.S. Embassy in Bahrain, where Berggren was once posted, told us Berggren expressed similar sentiments in his time at the embassy. The former colleague agreed to talk with Scripps News on the condition of anonymity. The voice you're about to hear is not that of the employee.
He would always display magazines, very, very pro-right magazines in his office. I know that he was definitely making certain groups of people, especially in the housing community where he lived, he made people feel very uncomfortable.
Ambassador Rubin told us under State Department policy, Foreign Service officers are not supposed to share their political opinions in any public forum, including in their workplace or in a podcast.
You cannot go out and speak publicly. You cannot contradict official policy. We can't work this way. There has to be a clear set of expectations.
Is the line blurry in these situations?
I don't think so. We are on duty 24/7 representing our country, and our behavior and our actions reflect on our country. We send people home all the time, basically saying, you have brought disrepute to our country.
And through his podcast, we have found criticism of the Biden administration, particularly saying that Jews are running America's foreign policy, criticizing the vice president's husband, Doug Emhoff, for his role in trying to combat anti-Semitism. We reached out to Fritz Berggren for comment, but he never responded to us. And when we asked the State Department to sit down for an interview, they also declined, but gave us a statement that says, in part, the department views the content on the blog as anti-Semitic, racist, homophobic, xenophobic, and otherwise abhorrent, discriminatory, and inconsistent with the values and the mission of the U.S. Department of State. But as of now, Fritz Berggren is still employed by the State Department full-time, working in the Administration Bureau on internal-facing matters. It is unclear if he still has a security clearance, and if he does, if it will be renewed. Alex Miller, Scripps News, New York.